I love a warm tone blush like this. So pretty. It's probably one of my favorite tinted brow gels I've ever used. Oh, that is beautiful. Look at that. Love it. Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Rachel. If this is your first time here, welcome. And if it's not your first time here, thanks for coming back. I so appreciate it. So today, I got this entire look using products. I got this look today using products $10 and under. I have some favorite products that are affordable, and I tried some new ones as well today. So you have to stick around to see how those turned out for me. But if you want to see how I got this look, all using products $10 and under, we're gonna get right to it. All the products I talk about today, I will link in the description box down below. And if you enjoy this while you're watching it, give it a thumbs up. That helps me out a lot when you do that. Okay, so we're gonna start off with the eyes. And you guys know, if you've been here before, I love these ColourPop quads. I think they're so good, particularly the ones with the mattes and the shimmers. This one is Mocktail, and I actually have not used this one yet, so I want to use it today. Now, retail, it's for $10, but apparently at the time of filming this, it's on sale for $6. Like, please. I've had such good experience with these. Okay, so let's start with this lighter of the two matte shades, this more like warm brown. I'm gonna take this on a fluffy brush. I've already primed my eyes, by the way. All right, I'm gonna take a slightly smaller blending brush. This one is from Blend Bunny. It's the B5. I'm gonna take this brown shade. I'm gonna place it in my outer corner. Okay, those two mattes were very easy to use. Again, I've had like such really good experience with these, but the shimmers are what really like takes the cake with these. They are like so sparkly and so beautiful. So I am going to take the NYX Glitter Primer. This is also under $10. I use this under every single shimmer that I ever use to make it pop, but also to make it stay adhered to my lid. So I'm gonna take a little bit of this on my finger and I'm going to apply it to the lid. I'm actually gonna take this like reddish pinkish shimmer, taking into consideration this one, the reddish pinkish one called Shaken, not intended for use in the immediate eye area. I'm sure because it's a red pigment. So I'm gonna use it on my eyes, but I'm not telling you to. So if you don't want to, don't. You could just go to this one, but I am gonna use this on my eyes. Ooh, it is so pretty. It's like red and gold, little reflect. I'm gonna place that on my lid. Wow. I wish that they would do these shimmers in all of their palettes. All right, to get a little more precise, more towards the inner corner, I'm gonna take this gold shade on a brush. I'm gonna place that more towards my inner corner and just layer it over slightly. Beautiful. I love these quads. This one was performing just as well as all the other ones, so I have no complaints at all whatsoever with this. And I like this because it's a quad, so I mean, there's not gonna be a huge amount of variety with the looks that you're gonna get, but you could just use this gold and this brown and get more of just like a golden brown neutral look without using the red tones. So I feel like there are like a couple of different looks you could get from this, but I love this. I'm obsessed, I love it. All right, so I am going to do liner, and this is one of my favorite liquid eyeliners. This is the Hard Candy liquid eyeliner. The one with the Marilyn Monroe graphic on it is the one in particular that I really like. Now, I feel like this is almost an exact dupe for the KVD tattoo liner, which is my favorite liner of all time. And I did talk about this in a past video, like my favorite makeup right now. I will link that one down below. I will say one thing about this. This has already started to dry out, but I've had it open for like 5 months. So I think that's a pretty good amount of time for an $8 liquid eyeliner. The KVD one lasts, honestly, I had one open for like over a year, which probably isn't a good thing, let's be honest. So I am probably gonna have to repurchase this pretty soon. If it lasts 6 months and it's $8, even if you have to buy 2 in a year, that's $16, which is still less than the KVD one. So just keep that in mind. But I am going to do a wing. I will try to do this on camera as much as possible, but I need this like this close to my face, so.
One hour later.
Okay, so I just did my eyeliner. It doesn't look perfect, and I put on a lash primer and my under eye corrector, both of which are not under $10. Sorry. But those are like 2 absolute necessities for me. And so we're gonna go to mascara next. So this is the Revlon So Fierce Big Bad Lash. I have used this a couple times now, and it's claiming to be a volumizing mascara. I don't really agree with that at all. Listen, I have the worst eyelashes. Like, they're very sad baby lashes that grow straight down. I need lift and I need volume. So I love the new Milani mascara. I love the NYX On the Rise Lift Mascara. That's my favorite mascara. So I don't know if you're gonna be able to even see it because I have the eyeliner on plus my lashes are just sad. So actually it's maybe dried out a little bit because I've had it open for a few weeks now. It is a little more volumizing than at first. And it did lift a little bit, but it's definitely not my favorite drugstore mascara. There are other ones that I would recommend over this one, but I'm using it because I opened it. So you better well believe I'm gonna use it up. Actually, it doesn't look that bad. It must have had time to dry out for sure, because when I first opened it, it was definitely more of a wet formula. So sometimes the mascaras are like that. Okay, so I used to have the Wet n Wild Photo Focus foundation years ago. Everybody was talking about it on YouTube. I had it and I really liked it, but mine went bad because it was literally years ago that I had it. So I recently went to Walmart and repurchased it, but this one says it's the Photo Focus Matte Foundation. So I'm not sure if this is the same one and now they're marketing it as matte, or if they have a matte version, because I didn't know that they came out with a matte version. If you know, can you please let me know down in the comments? I'm not really sure what the situation is, but I will say I am obsessed with this foundation.
No, I don't think you understand. I'm obsessed.
I've worn it now quite a few times, and I wore it yesterday to work. I teach ballroom dancing, okay? So I don't really like to wear foundation to work because I sweat and I'm dancing for hours and I just don't like thinking about it or looking at it like melting off my face. This did not budge all day yesterday. I couldn't believe it. Now, by the end of the day, like very end of the day, I did have a little bit of wearing off on my chin and like my mustache area, which is typical for me, but it was nothing like a lot of foundations are. I didn't even really powder it heavily or anything like that. So if you have oily skin and you want to have something that lasts, this is a really good foundation. And it's like $5, $6, something crazy. I have mine in the shade 370C Bronze Beige, which is a really good match for me. My face is much lighter. Well, in my mind, I'm some bronzed goddess. So it is a little dark for my face, but it ends up working out with concealer. I'm going to apply it today with a damp sponge, but I like it with a brush or a sponge. It has a paddle, so what I do, I know it's probably not sanitary, but I'm the only one using it, is I just kind of draw it on in stripes. And I work one half of the face at a time, just because it is matte, so it does end up drying kind of quickly. By the way, I'm just wearing a moisturizer and a sunscreen. I don't really use primer all that often, although yesterday I did wear the Milk Makeup Hydro Grip primer underneath, which may have helped with the longevity. I do love that primer, but it is of course not under $10. I've heard that the e.l.f. gripping primer though is pretty good. I haven't tried it. Have you? You gotta let me know. It's so incredibly easy to just blend into the skin. So this is the side with the foundation and without. I say it gives about a medium coverage, although I think you could probably build it up on areas that you need more coverage. But it is just so beautiful. It's a matte foundation, but it's not cakey looking or heavy. It doesn't feel heavy. It's really gorgeous. I really love it. And I love this shade. Yeah, see, I have this like little colony of zits on my face, and you can still kind of see them, but the redness is much more covered up. I am a true concealer mixer. I love to make concealer cocktails. So I love like 80% a matte full coverage foundation, and then putting a few dots of something a little more hydrating just to make sure that I don't look super dry, but I like a concealer that stays put. And this is my favorite drugstore concealer of all time. This is the Milani Conceal and Perfect concealer. Now listen, it is a matte full coverage concealer. So if you don't like that, stay far away from this, okay? Because it is, you know, it can be drying, but I don't care. It lasts all day on me, and I have very dark under eyes. So I love it. By the way, I have the shade 125 Light Natural, and I am going to use a couple dots of the Superstay Active Wear Concealer from Maybelline. I did recently talk about this in a speed reviews. I have mine in the shade 10. This is okay. It's definitely more of a medium coverage, and it's much more of a thinner consistency, which for me, I feel like sometimes can sink into my lines a little bit more and a little bit faster than a thicker, creamier concealer. But I do like it as a mix-in, for sure, just to kind of tone down the matte concealer. Okay, I'm going to set my under eyes and my T-zone with this handy dandy little powder puff. I talked about this in a recent video. Guys, I love these freaking powder puffs. They're so good. They really set the under eyes so nicely, and they make your under eyes look airbrushed. I don't know what kind of sorcery is in these things, but they're so good. I'm gonna link them down below. I got a pack of 12 on Amazon for a really affordable price. So we're gonna set with the Maybelline Fit Me Loose Powder. This is a wonderful powder, especially if you have like normal to dry skin. It is more of a moisturizing, hydrating powder. Somehow, I don't know how, but it feels like you're adding moisture to your skin versus taking it away. Now, I have oily skin. I don't love to set like my entire T-zone with this, but I'm gonna do it today just for you. So I have Fair Light and I have Fair. So I'm going to mix both of these together. Oh, shoot. That looks a little too light, but that's okay, we're going with it. I put way too much of the Fair. Okay, we're looking very bright. That's kind of my bad. We're going back to 2016 with this look. Okay, so we're gonna bronze up this face because I need it. This is something I totally forgot about and I haven't used in such a long time. This is the Essence Sun Club Matte Bronzing Powder Palette. I forgot all about this. This is a really nice matte bronzing palette. It's all, well, I just said that, it's all matte bronzers. And it comes with 4 shades, and I'll be honest with you, they're pretty pigmented, so I really can only use the top 2 shades. So I am going to mix the top 2 shades, and it comes with a really nice big mirror. I'm just gonna bronze up the perimeter of my face. Gosh, the zit on my face is so big and it hurts so bad. It's really rude of that zit to show up. Really beautiful bronzers. Now, I will say they're definitely on the warm side, so it is a little orangey, but we're trying to look like we went to the beach or something today, I guess. I have no clue. But those are really nice bronzers, and this entire palette, I think, is $9.99. Pretty good value. Okay, so the thing I am the most excited to use today, I bought some single blushes and a single highlight from Unearthly Cosmetics. So Unearthly Cosmetics is an indie brand, and they recently, maybe like 3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago, which isn't recently in the makeup world, they released a bunch of single blushes and single highlighters. So I just have like an empty Z palette from Ulta. I will link this Z palette down below. I think the Z palette is $10, which is nice. And I bought 2 of the blushes and 1 of the highlights. So I'm really excited to try these. So I kind of want to try the more like reddish tone one. I think it's going to go with my look really nicely. So I'm going to start with that. Okay, I have an angled blush brush. I'm going to dip into, this one is called Tangy. Let's see how it applies. Beautifully. Very pigmented because I literally barely tapped my brush in there and tapped it off, and it gives a really beautiful color. Oh my gosh. I love a warm tone blush like this. So pretty. I love it. All right, I'm not much of a highlighter person, I'm gonna be honest with you, but I had to try it. I had to try it and buy it. This one is in the shade Golden, and it looks like a white to goldish highlight. I'm gonna take a Wet n Wild highlighter brush. I'm gonna pop it in and pop it on. It's really pretty. Really pretty. It's definitely more of a sparkly highlighter, which typically isn't my favorite thing in the world, I'll be honest with you. But this one is really pretty. Ooh. I like it. And just for the heck of it, I'm gonna pop that same highlighter in my inner corner as my inner corner highlight. Okay, and now we're gonna go to brows. So I have been using this for a really long time. This is the Oma by Sharon C. One and Done 2-in-1 Brow Styler. They sell this at Walmart, and I think it's like $8.50. On one side, it's a brow pencil, and on one side, it's a tinted brow gel. I have mine in the shade 06. Now, I will say the shade is a bit warm for my liking, and I had a really hard time finding my shade in store at Walmart, but it's okay, it's doable. I will say there are pros and cons to this. The first one is this is literally lasting forever. I've had this for so long, and I still have so much of the pencil left, and I use this a lot. The pencil is quite creamy. It's a little too creamy for my liking, but again, it's doable. I've been using it and enjoying it. The brow gel on this is so good. It's probably one of my favorite tinted brow gels I've ever used. It doesn't have fibers in it, which I appreciate. I don't need fibers, but it has a great hold for a tinted brow gel. And the wand is teeny, tiny, tiny, so you can get really up in there and get every hair that you got. I think it's a really nice tinted brow gel. I think for the price, this is worth it on its own for $8.50. So that's my 2 cents. Of course, the cons are it's super creamy and it doesn't have a spoolie, but that's okay. I can just reach for another spoolie. Not a big deal. Okay, we're gonna go on to lips now. So I have the NYX lip liner in the shade Natural. This is a great, just warm tone, nude lip liner. Now, the ones that are actual pencils from NYX, they're kind of like the MAC lip pencils, if you've ever tried those. They are really long wearing, but they're a little bit stiffer of a formula. They're not super creamy, so just keep that in mind. I like them. I prefer a creamy formula, honestly, if I had to pick, but it's still a nice lip liner, especially for like $4 or something that it is. So it really looks like my lip color, basically. And now I'm excited to try. I bought one of the ColourPop glowing lips. And I got mine in the shade Indulge Me, which is described as a peachy nude. Sounds good to me. I've heard really good things about these. They're supposed to be like a moisturizing lipstick lip balm hybrid. So let's pop it on and see. Smells like something super familiar. Whoa, that's so weird. It's like a lip product from my childhood. What the heck is that smell? Oh my gosh, this is gorgeous. Oh, that is gorgeous. Gosh, that tastes so familiar. If you've tried these, can you tell me what it is? Maybe Bonnie Bell lip smackers or something. Oh, that is beautiful. Look at that. Love it. Listen, I think that's all I'm gonna do for my eyes. I was gonna put on falsies, but I kind of don't feel like it. I will tell you the ones I was going to apply. So Unearthly Cosmetics, where I got the blushes and highlight, the indie brand that I bought from. They also came out with a bunch of lashes that are $6.50, so they're so affordable. And I love the style Dreamlike, which is like that flared out, wispier type of lash. I love those types of lashes. I will list the other styles down below in the description box that I really like because some of them are absolutely beautiful. They're very lightweight. They're very easy to use and apply. They're really nice lashes. And I also don't think I'm gonna do anything on my lower lash line. I think I'm just gonna leave it like this. I'm kind of happy with that. One thing that I am gonna do, which I don't normally do, but I feel like I overloaded the powder under my eyes, is I'm going to add a setting spray. So this is the Catrice Illuminating Prime and Fine Dewy Glow Fixing Spray. This was another viral spray back in the day. This is actually a good spray. It's nice. As you can see, I've really used it. So I'm gonna go ahead and spray my face. And I think we're all done. So I am going to get myself together and I'll be right back to chat. Okay, so this is the final look. What do you think? I think it came out pretty cute, if I do say so myself. Listen, prices of everything are going up right now, but it just goes to show you that you can still get a full face of makeup for under $10. I mean, each product under $10, not total $10. That would be a cool challenge, wouldn't it? But you can get a really good look with some affordable products. And so, yeah, thank goodness for that. I really like pretty much every product that I used today. I really, really love the eyes and I love the blush. Love, love, love the blush and the lip. Really happy with that. So let me know your thoughts down in the comments. What are some of your favorite products that are under $10? I would love to know your thoughts. If you did enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up. That helps me out a lot when you do that. And if you're not already subscribed to my channel, I would love for you to subscribe before you leave. I do upload videos weekly, both beauty and fashion videos, and I would love to see you back on my channel. I want to thank you so much for watching today, and I will see you next time. Bye.